Hey guys, what's up? Surmo11 here. Today I will be giving my opinion on Seth MacFarlane's shows. Originally I was going to do a comparison between Family Guy and American Dad, but considering I don't write my videos right away, this idea came to mind over time. I'll discuss each of his shows and I'll tell you which one I like the best. Let's start off with probably the most popular one, Family Guy. A lot of people love to freely express how they don't like these shows. I just hate when people dislike things, but I can't stop them. For me, Family Guy is it's getting kind of old. It's not really funny anymore. I love hearing from all the people who work on the show. They recently did a special and had various people on the show talking about different things. One of the guys bragged about how they can do different stories with characters such as Peter and his friends, like Joe and Quagmire, or they could do an episode with the family, and they could also do an episode with just Stewie and Brian. For Stewie, they could do more things like sci-fi stories, and I don't know if I agree with all this. Stewie and Brian's relationship wasn't even in Seth's original plan. I really liked hearing that, letting someone else work on your idea brings good ideas to the table. The way I feel is that they talk a good game, but the episodes aren't that good. I don't laugh anymore, and Peter's stupidity is getting old. They need some fresh ideas. I would like a huge crossover with all three shows, perhaps a movie. I really like how each show has their own huge cast of characters. Kind of makes each show have its own universe, basically. Right now, I feel as if Family Guy is handling way too many realistic issues now. I don't know if some people would consider this a problem, but I do. They had an episode where some parents wouldn't take care of their kids' sickness or illness because of their religion. They had an episode. I can't think of one right now. Let me see. I'm gonna let that come to me later. The guy I talked about earlier, the one talking about how they can do various stories for Family Guy. It's just like they're talking a big game, and they're not really. You talk big, but you're not really representing what you say. I feel as if Family Guy is trying to appeal to everyone with the gags, the cutaways, and the jokes. I think they should try to appeal to a smaller audience for each episode. Maybe make an episode for one specific audience or a few specific audiences, but don't try to appeal to everyone in one episode. Because there could be an episode where I only get one reference, and then they could be making a parody of a movie or something. Even if I get the reference, sometimes it's still not funny. They did a Mario joke where Mario saved Stewie from a turtle, and it's just okay. So moving on, American Dad. It's a fresh and good concept to me. I started watching it on. I think I probably saw a few episodes on Fox, and then I started watching it on Adult Swim. I'm not really caught up on it, but I've seen a lot of the episodes. I haven't seen all of them. I have a basic idea. I know who the characters are and all that. It still follows the concept of having a family, like all of Seth MacFarlane's shows have. But this one's kind of mixed up. You have Stan, who works for the CIA. You have Roger, who's an alien, and you have Roger and Steve, which their relationship could kind of be like Stewie and Brian, but I like Roger and Steve better. I like how Steve actually has friends, even though he's pretty much a nerd/loser. And as far as I know, Chris in Family Guy, I'm not really sure if he has friends. And then Meg has friends, but they don't really show up that much. And for Steve, his friends are in a lot of the episodes, and that's cool. The show seems like it's been given more attention. I like Steve and Roger's other characters. You know, Wheels and the Leg Man. That's epic, and it's a treat whenever that's in an episode. Haley is basically the Meg of the show. I'm okay with this mainly because she does drugs, but I mean, she's still a cool character. I like her more than Meg, and I think most of the cast is pretty likable. One recent thing on American Dad that I really liked was the B12 song, like "Girl, You Need a Shot of B12." That was awesome, and I like listen to that on and on and on. The show actually had a story going on a few episodes with Haley and Jeff, and I like that. But at the end, it seems like they kind of gave up on that, and I don't really like how they kind of added the characters to the main cast basically. Because if you added characters to your house, that's kind of adding them to the main cast, and eventually Jeff starts living with them, and I'm not really into that. But I'm not really sure if this is all the same team. I'm sure there are different people working on American Dad, Family Guy, and the Cleveland Show, but Family Guy could definitely take a few notes from American Dad, because that show is definitely better. And finally, the Cleveland Show. This is probably the worst show out of the bunch. Cleveland is a good character, but seriously, you could have done this with any character from Family Guy. They even made a joke about Quagmire having his own show. I'm not really sure how that would work out. Some people actually gave some predictions on how that would work out. I don't think I should say them in this video, though. The family is just weird to me. Cleveland Jr. doesn't seem right, and I think the one we saw on Family Guy was a better choice as a character. If I remember correctly, the one Family Guy, he was like real jittery, I guess. Maybe how about it seemed like he was like on a lot of sugar. He was like jumping up and down and all that stuff. And I think he only appeared in a few episodes, and he was like bonding with Peter and stuff. And then Cleveland got jealous, I believe, if I'm correct on that. You have like Roberta. She hangs out with the popular crowd. Seems like kind of like a jerk sometimes, and then she still likes her family. I don't know. I just don't like the Cleveland Show that much. The episodes of this show just aren't that interesting to me. Like the Thanksgiving special, that's something I would say that's kind of recent that I watched. It was about like Cleveland Jr. And his struggle to kill a turkey, and there was like a float competition. I forgot what the parade, I guess, and Rollo had like this idea for a float, and then Donna wanted to compete with another neighbor to I believe it's like Ariana the Bear. She wanted to compete with her. It was just stupid. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the Cleveland Show. Not as much thought into that show. I didn't put as much thought into that show as I did for the other ones. I've complained about some of the things on these shows, and I praised them for some of the things, but I still watch the shows. I mean, sometimes there are good episodes, and sometimes there are good moments. Why would you drop a show that you put so much time into? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, the same thing kind of goes with anime. If you're like right before the last episode, and then a character dies, and then you just like drop the whole series, it doesn't make any sense. So what are your thoughts on Seth MacFarlane's shows? Please try to express your opinions in a respectable way. I mean, I'll remove the comments or block you. There's no problem there. Thanks for watching my video. I have some links below to some of my YouTube videos that I would like people to watch. If you're interested, there's stuff like Ben 10, Pokemon, video game reviews, anime reviews. All that's in the description. You can definitely like me on Facebook if you want to. It's Sermo11. You can follow me on Twitter as well, and that's at Melvin2898. If you can't get any of this information, it will all be in the description. You should also check out some of my favorite channels on my channel. If you go to my YouTube channel page, you should see some channels that I have listed on on the side, and then there's some other channels in the comments if you wanted to check out various different channels, about technology, anime, manga, video games, basically some of the stuff I talk about. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys later.